YouTube star, Blaire White. Blaire, thank you so much for coming. You were born a boy, right?
Yeah.
You were born a boy. And when you were a boy, did you feel like a boy?
I guess not. No, I felt more feminine.
You felt like a girl.
Yeah.
As a little boy, you felt like a girl.
Yeah.
How does little boys know what girls feel like?
I don't know. That's a weird question.
Did you think something was wrong, or did you see that as being normal?
It did feel strange.
Did you say, oh, Dad, oh, Mom, I feel like a girl even though I'm a boy?
No.
Did they say you were acting like a sissy or anything like that?
Yeah.
And so at what point did you decide, well, I'm going to switch my body parts from man to woman?
Age 19 or 20.
You walking down the road and what happened?
I found myself gravitating towards that.
What was it like going through that?
It was intense. It was a journey.
How did you find a doctor that would do that for you?
Google.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You have this surgery done, all the boy parts are gone, and the woman part is there. When you look in the mirror, does that seem weird?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And so do you feel like I'm a woman now all the way?
I feel like Blaire.
I read that you went to Texas recently and had facial surgery.
Love Texas.
Had the hairs removed and breasts done. And that was recent. Are you healed now and everything is fine?
Mostly healed.
How did your father accept this?
Well, he's dead, so
he doesn't.
so I wouldn't know.
Would you have done this had he been alive?
Mm-hmm.
You have brothers and sisters?
I have one brother.
And does he accept it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you surprised that your brother accepted it? Because normally men don't accept it.
Yeah, I find that men have a little bit of a harder time coming around.
What does a woman feel like? Because being a man, there are no feelings. You don't feel like a man. And I hear a lot of men who have been traumatized say that they feel like a woman.
That's just what I was.
Do you think that God made a mistake by giving you boy parts, knowing that you were a girl?
No, I don't think about it too much.
And so where do you get your morality? Where do you get your values from?
Men's rights websites,
right.
Feminism or something like that.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
On one of your videos, you say transgenderism is a mental disorder, right? And what do you mean a mental disorder?
I mean a mental disorder.
Do you know what causes the mental disorder?
Male bodies, female brain structures that can appear in male brains, female brain. So,
does it still feel that something deep down in there, something is still missing?
A normal life.
Do you love someone, like a man?
Uh-huh.
You're in love with a man?
Yeah.
And is he in love with you?
Mm-hmm.
And why does he love you?
It's a weird question. I guess because we are good together.
He identifies as a homosexual?
No, as straight.
Oh, you say he does identify as straight. Are you able to have children?
I can't birth a child.
Right. So even though you have changed the body parts, you were born a boy, does that concern you? Maybe you are a boy, but something else went wrong? Because if you were born a woman, you would have those parts.
Like I look in the mirror and hallucinate.
But my point is, God, and I know you don't believe in God,
right.
But he created us all. He created us male and female, right? And so he doesn't make mistakes. And so he made you male. But something happened that made you think you're female. Did society make the right decision to accept this, knowing that it's not right?
Luckily, we live in, a society in which you can make changes to yourself, you can live the life that you want, and so I took advantage of that.
But it's too late now. I don't know if you can reverse it back to whatever you came from.
I have no other aspirations, no other goals.
Are you difficult to live with?
Difficult to live with? I don't know. You'd have to ask. Well, I actually live alone, but...
Are you liberal or conservative?
I would say I lean right.
And how did that happen?
Disconnect.
Are you approached by other men? Do men approach you thinking that you're a woman?
Yeah, sometimes.
And do you tell them that you were born a man, or you just let them think what they want to think?
I never felt the need to do that unless it was like I was flirting back with them and it was like going to be something different.
But now that you're all the way woman, would you need to tell them?
I think it would be the nice thing to do.
Yeah, it would be the right thing to do. How did you meet your boyfriend, your now boyfriend? I saw him in the video as well. I saw the one where you were showing him when you were a little
old
boy.
pictures.
And you're like, oh my God, that doesn't look like you. I can handle that. Blah, blah, blah. How did you meet him?
We met through YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
That is something else. We were talking about if I were going to call you a he or a she, right? So we're going back and forth with that.
Right.
If I call you he, would you be offended by that instead of she?
Probably annoyed.
You'd be annoyed. And why?
Because it would just come across as very intentional.
How about if in my mind I know that you're a boy? So in knowing that, I'm still calling you a boy, but it's not meant to be mean. Would you accept it then?
I would flip this table.
Speaking of Black Lives Matter, do you agree with me that they are a radical, evil, agitative organization that's built of black lesbians and homosexuals and social justice warriors?
I don't know where the lesbian thing came from. What's that?
Black lesbians, they some rough-looking girls. You ever seen them?
I have. Seen many of them out here.
What I wouldn't want to fight with them.
I wouldn't want to fight with a black lesbian either.
Have you been attacked by them because of what you said?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Your now boyfriend, does he want to get married?
Uh-huh.
He does? Are you going to marry him?
I hope so.
Really? Are you engaged to him now or just boyfriend, girlfriend?
No, we're just in a relationship right now.
Are you waiting for him to ask?
Yeah, I'm not going to ask.
Let me ask, what is love?
What is love?
My last thing is, they are now going to a point where they have this thing called no gender. Instead of boy or girl, they don't want gender identification anymore. Is that ridiculous?
I guess the libertarian in me says that the government shouldn't be like legally stamping people male or female.
You said they should not?
Yeah, I don't really see a reason why. I mean, you think of like gender markers and the legality of it, like there's no real reason for it.
I enjoyed talking to you. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.